Yo, man. Yo, we gotta talk about this, bro. We gotta talk about this because there's been getting a lot of boxers out there have been getting exposed, in terms of their abilities, man. In terms of their how good they are inside of the ring, bro. First, Teofimo Lopez. This guy, he was doing great at 135. I think it could be the weight. I think 140 is just he doesn't have the power to knock out, to get knockouts at 140. Because Teofimo Lopez in his last 5 fights at 140, he's only had one knockout, and that was on his debut at 140. After that, all of the rest of the 4 fights have been going to decision. And some of those decision wins are questionable, like the Sandro Martin win. Did Teofimo Lopez really win that fight? He got dropped by Sandro Martin in that fight. Let's not get it twisted. Teofimo Lopez looked very, very desperate on that Sandro Martin fight. The corner looked desperate. In that fight, he even said that he didn't know if he had it in him anymore.
Bro, do I still have it? You do, man. Do I still got it?
Yeah. I'm telling you, Teofimo Lopez, he's the type of fighter that he fights at his opposition's level. If he's fighting a low level fighter, he drops his level to a low fighter. If he fights a really high elite fighter, he becomes an elite fighter, and he doesn't have that power that he had at 135. So that's another thing we gotta come to terms of. Teofimo Lopez, he's just not that 1 KO puncher, so he has to stop trying to go for those one shots, power shots, one shots, to just because he doesn't have that power anymore. I think Isaac Cruz could beat him. Pitbull Cruz could beat Teofimo Lopez. And but someone else that got exposed is Shakur Stevenson, man. Shakur Stevenson. He had a fight last night against a dude called Artem, right? This guy was put in there for Shakur to knock his ass out. He was in there to get knocked down by Shakur Stevenson. But guess what? Yes, Shakur Stevenson didn't get hit as much. Yes, he didn't. The opponent didn't land as much on him. That type of performance, yes, good. But in terms of entertainment value, dude, let's not get it twisted. Boxing is all about entertainment. It's entertaining the people, the viewers, the buyers, the customers. It's the people that watch the sport. Is to entertain. But when you're not giving us entertainment, which Shakur Stevenson is not giving us entertainment, bro, because he doesn't have that tenacity to go in there and finish his opponents. He doesn't risk it. He only goes in there when he knows it's safe to go in there. But he doesn't take risks. That's why he doesn't get hit a lot, because he doesn't take risks. And in him not taking any risks, it means that he's just gonna be a boring fight, because he's not gonna go in there risky and try to go for the knockout. He needs to go in there and try to put in combinations, man. He needs to go in there and put combinations, because he doesn't have that power. He doesn't have that one shot KO power either. So he needs to go in there and start combinations, so he could TKO his opponents. If he can't knock out his opponents, he could TKO his opponents by the referee stepping in, by just going in there with combinations. Make the fight entertaining, man. There's fighters out there who don't have one shot KO power, but they have the tenacity to go in there and try to finish the job. And they do that by combinations, And Shakur Stevenson, man, this is the second boring fight in a row. It's like, it's unbelievable, man. This guy is just boring, bro. He's boring, dog. I just don't understand how could he be. I don't like his attitude either. His attitude stinks, bro. He talks like he's this big man who's out here, and he's just putting everyone to sleep, bro. He's putting me to sleep, man. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this guy, I didn't even watch the fight, man. I'm sorry. I didn't even watch the fight because I knew it was going to be a terrible, boring fight, and it was a boring fight. By the comments and by everybody talking about how the fight went, everybody saying it was boring. He didn't go for the kill, and the guy was there to get hit. He was there to get knocked out. But like I said, Shakur just doesn't have that tenacity, man. This guy needs to get the tenacity of a fighter and go for the kill, man. He doesn't get paid for overtime, so he needs to go in there and take him out. These are the level of oppositions Floyd Mayweather took out within 3 rounds, bro. Literally. This is the difference between those type of fighters and this guy, Shakur Stevenson. He's just too defensive, man. And not only that, dude, they're not gonna be able. No one's gonna watch his fights anymore, bro. He got booed in his own hometown. This was in his own hometown. People were leaving the arena before even the fight ended. In the middle of the fight, they were leaving the fight.
Shakur. Niggas is leaving, Shakur. They leaving. Shakur, they leaving. They leaving, Shakur. They booing. Boo! What the fuck? They leaving. Everybody leaving. Everybody leaving. Look. They leaving. They're leaving. Everybody leaving.
And some of like the whole crowd was booing, bro. The whole arena. It was a just terrible fight, man. This is gonna put off like any. He's a free agent now, so it's gonna be hard for him to even get fights now, because he doesn't have a promoter. He's not in a promotion, so he's going to be harder to get fights because. And they're not gonna pay him that good either because he just doesn't bring the fans. He does the opposite of bringing in fans, man. He makes the fans go away. Do you really want to bring somebody that brings the fans away or that takes the fans away from the sport, bro? You don't want somebody like that in your promotion. So how is he's gonna be tough for him because he's not. He thinks he's that guy, but he's not that guy, man. This is the thing with Shakur Stevenson, bro. He's too cocky. And now, for his cockiness and all this shit, he's just gonna be hard for him to get fights, man. And it's over, man, because you're just not gonna bring any money at all. You're gonna make promotions lose money instead of earning money. He needs to put him in there with William Cepeda, man. William Camarón Cepeda. They have to put him in there with Camarón Cepeda, bro. We'll see if Shakur Stevenson can withstand the amount of punches and the pressure that Camarón Cepeda is gonna bring to him. And does he have that power, or at least that power to make his opponents respect him? We're gonna find out if he fights William Cepeda, because William Cepeda, he's going in there. He's one of the most fearsome. This guy throws 100 punches around. This guy just goes in there and pressures you and throws punches and bunches, and he has enough power to get you hurt. There's some fighters who don't have power to hurt you, but this guy has enough power to hurt you. And he throws a bunch of punches. And we'll see if Shakur Stevenson's power, if he has that power to make Camarón Cepeda respect him. Because if he doesn't get his respect, it's not gonna be good for Shakur Stevenson, because most pressure fighters and be pure boxers, bro. You know, in most cases. And it's not gonna look good for Shakur, because Camarón Cepeda, he's a really good fighter at what he does, man. So yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson is one boring ass fighter, bro.